Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, then welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are watching Season 1, Episode 2 of Arcane. In the last episode, we met the characters, we were introduced to the world. I am still trying to catch up and figure out where we are and who these people are and what's going on, but I think I have enough of a baseline sort of general information to go into this next episode. Like, I think I understand so far what's going on. I could be way off, but I think I do. We know our main characters, which so far seem to be Vi and Powder and Vander and Milo and Clagger, and we have, is it Little John? And Bruno? And, you know, the enforcers and all of this stuff. Anyway, you guys know, I don't know why I'm rambling at you guys. I'm just trying to remind myself. Let's just get right into this episode.
Careful. That's your parents' money you're dropping.
So this is the inventor guy.
Hey, open up!
Who? Okay, so this is the inventor guy. Oh, he saw a glimpse of her. Jayce? Did she say Jinx? Is he that guy? That's the name I've heard before, so. Oh no. That's really bad. He has some kind of magic, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna say definitely. Is he a mage? If I'm basing it off games, usually there's a mage character, right? So. The visual of that was fucking stunning.
How?
Magic. Like, we're getting little bits of the main characters, or I'm assuming, or at least the character that the episode is about. Like, we're getting like a little bit of their backstory in the beginning of the episode, right?
Hey, be careful with that, please.
I believe someone should have said that earlier.
Who's that guy?
Who authorized your research?
It was an independent study. Who are you anyway?
I'm assistant to the dean of the academy. He sent me here to ensure that anything dangerous is removed, which includes you.
How am I dangerous?
Yeah, that's for the council to decide.
Who's this guy? Huh.
Imprisonment. What a curious principle.
It's so cute.
Professor Heimerdinger, I believe I've discovered something truly incredible. A way to harness magic through science.
Oh, okay.
No.
No?
The arcane is dangerous, Jayce.
Oh, Arcane. Okay.
How old are you, my boy?
I'm 24.
Okay.
I am now 307 years old.
Excuse me?
I've pursued the mysteries of science, only to discover some are better left unsolved. Own your mistakes before the council. Admit your work was dangerous, but speak nothing of magic. Do that, and I theorize you'll get away with, how do you say, a slap on the wrist.
Okay, so they don't want to acknowledge the existence of magic, or they're scared of it? Dang. So weapons are her thing, not brute force.
Give me a name.
You should see this.
I think they see it. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Got nothing.
Oh no. But will they know what that is? Oh I like this child. Go, Powder, go!
You need to hide those crystals.
Yeah.
We need something revolutionary, Alora. Something to put Piltover on the map.
She is gorgeous. I know she's a cartoon, but I'm just saying.
This one.
That's, well, that's a child's toy.
Good.
Darling, he nearly blew up our daughter.
Jace had nothing to do with that. He was robbed.
Jace. Okay.
We've got the numbers to beat him.
Yeah, let's teach him what it means to mess with us!
I don't think that Vander's gonna be happy with that idea.
We crossed that bridge once before. We all know how that ended.
You're just protecting your kids.
I'm protecting our people. We look out for each other. It's the way it's always been.
The Vander I knew, the one who built the underground, wouldn't be afraid to fight.
So he built the underground.
Do I look afraid?
You look weak.
Oh.
Spill it, Echo.
Vander's gotta deal with the enforcers.
For your birthday, Counselor.
Oh, Mel, this is too kind.
I'm told it was built only for the sharpest of minds.
I bought you some ginkgo nuts.
Ah, don't you know I'm allergic? What are you trying to do? Kill an old man?
Clever. She's clever. I like her. Let's see if he actually doesn't say anything about magic or if he like goes rogue.
The materials were far more dangerous than I was aware of. It was reckless, and for that I'm sorry.
Okay.
He destroyed a building.
If you were a scientist, you'd know you can't make a prototype without breaking a few wrenches.
Do you have anything to show for your work besides an explosion?
It came to nothing.
So you're saying your study was meaningless?
It was revolutionary.
Revolutionary how?
No, don't.
The Academy seems to have loosened its standards.
This is a fine line.
Oh, he's gonna go rogue. He's saying it.
I was trying to create magic.
Yep.
Arcane talents are something you're born with. They can't be fabricated.
Has anyone even tried it before?
The Arcane is the curse of our world. My race was nearly destroyed by it.
Surely we, the pioneers of science, can use it for good. Why fear it when we can master it?
Jace, enough.
Think of the wonders we could create.
Enough! You don't understand what's at stake, but how can you? That's a burden that only I here carry.
What?
Time.
Oh, because he's 307.
It corrupts, consumes, lays waste to civilizations.
Yeah.
That cannot happen here, my boy.
Piltover was founded to escape the warmongering of mages.
The ethos is clear. He must be banished from Piltover.
Oh, damn.
Please let me speak!
The daughter? No.
As a lower house, my voice doesn't carry much weight here.
Oh.
But as a mother, I have a voice that matters deeply. My son isn't in his right mind. His entire life, he's chased an impossible dream.
Oh, that's his mom.
Please, let him come home.
Her fingers from the frostbite.
A violation of the ethos calls for banishment. But I can sympathize with a young man's dream to change the world.
Okay.
Perhaps in this matter, a lesser sentence may suffice.
Okay.
Let Jace be summarily expelled from the academy and remanded to the care of his parents.
But he's 24. He's an adult. She controls him.
You may take your son home, but he is never to set foot on academy grounds again.
So he can't do, not magic, science anymore? Like, that's... I mean, I'm glad. I don't think that these are the right people to be able to harness science and magic together. Because I don't think that they would use it for good. At least some of them, but...
I had to say something.
Magic saved your life.
Yeah.
But it won't save yours now.
If my own family won't help me, I'll find someone who will.
Well, I think that one guy, the assistant to the dean, we never heard his name, he seemed interested when he was talking. But I understand her. Like, that's her son. She just wants him to be there.
Could it work? Could these stones really invoke magic?
It's far too unstable.
Could you stabilize it?
Me? Why would I? There. Come tomorrow morning, his research will be safely disposed of.
Oh, he'll dispose of it all right.
On the surface, no one even knows they exist.
They're monsters.
There's a monster inside all of us.
What?
Oh.
No, it'll kill me.
I'd like to let you in on a very important secret I learned when I was about your age.
What?
Real power doesn't come to those who were born strongest or fastest. It comes to those who will do anything to achieve it.
Bit creepy.
It's time to let the monster out.
I don't think you have a choice, to be honest. Damn. What's happening? Does nobody know about what this guy's doing over here? Like, is he just in his own little corner of the underground, like, doing all this crazy shit?
What can I get you?
4 sump rats will do. Search the place.
Okay, I hope they're not there. Go, go. That means go. That means leave. Right? Okay. Okay, they're gone. Or hiding, at least.
I ran into an old friend of yours. He had some stories.
Who? Who is he? The guy with the fate, the eye.
You weren't always the peacekeeper, were you?
You can't escape the past. It'd be a shame if I had to put them on again. It's hard to clean.
The threat, though. Girl, hold on. Close the door. Go!
You're just a small man in a little hole the world forgot to bury. And I'm gonna bury the lot of you.
Okay, big man.
No one is taking any of you. Never let that happen.
It's already happening.
Well, you did the job, to
You need
be
to
fair.
fight back. And if you won't, I will.
I've heard this kind of talk before.
Okay. When, where, details, if you got them.
I grew up knowing I'm less than them. That my place is down there. I want Powder to have more than that, and I'm willing to fight for it.
So was I. I know you want to hurt the Topsiders for what they've done to us, but who are you willing to lose? Milo? Clagger? Powder?
It's a good question.
Nobody wins in war, Vi.
True. Very true. I don't know why this is making me emotional.
What are we gonna do? The enforcers will come back.
I'll figure it out.
Dude, don't do that. Dude. No. Oh my gosh. Assistant Dean guy. Assistant Dean guy. Assistant Dean guy. Come on.
Am I interrupting?
Thank God you have great timing.
What's that? Another list with my name on it?
It's your book of research.
Only because you signed your notes. every page, I might add. A little egotistical, don't you think?
Is that why you came? To insult me?
I wanted to talk about your work.
I saw with my own eyes what magic can do. You've no idea how beautiful it is. And now it's gone. No one believed me.
He did.
Nobody's ever believed in me. Poor cripple from the Undercity. I was an outsider the moment I stepped foot in Piltover.
Oh, he's from...
I simply believed in myself, which is why I'm here. Because I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
I want to help you complete your research.
No one thinks it can be done.
When you're going to change the world, don't ask for permission.
Ask forgiveness?
I don't even know your name.
It's Victor.
Victor.
What makes you different makes you strong. Always remember that, okay?
What's she gonna do? Why are you saying that? That sounds like goodbye. We don't like that.
There is no stopping what happens now.
She sent it, didn't she?
She's just fine.
Oh, I'm nervous. Yes, do you realize what's happening? No. Don't in there. Don't in there. Why does it have to end there? Rude. Damn it. We got a lot more information in this episode. We met another character, well, a few more characters, and we met Jace, Talus, I think is his name, and we met him, and he is the inventor of all of the items that Vi and Powder found in the room that they ended up getting blown up. And essentially what he is doing is mixing magic with, sorry, I'm putting that down, mixing magic with science and trying to create a way to, well, essentially a way to harness the power of magic within science, right? I think, I could be wrong, but he's trying to marry these two worlds, essentially. Ooh, sorry, my notebook's falling. Yeah, and Professor Heimerdinger, I think, and the head of the council, and the gorgeous lady from... There were so many names, you guys. The gorgeous lady who is controlling the head of the council, you know, and she has like the gold under her eyes. Like, she was just the most gorgeous cartoon person I've ever seen. Anyway, beside the point, she was another new character. I think that's what I was talking about. I got distracted. But I think it's interesting because she got the child's toy for the head of the council. And then she told him that like only the most clever and smart minds can figure out how to work it. And so she's tricking him, right? She is manipulating him to do what she wants, because in the vote, she looked at him after she like raised her hand and the light came on. And then he was like, oh, you know? So that was interesting to see and an interesting exchange. She's very clever and smart. Also interesting, the head of the council hates that one blonde person that was eating the nuts of some kind. That was just a funny exchange. I don't know what Professor Heimdinger, I don't know what creature he is. Again, you guys know I don't really know this world super well or what's going on with it, but he's a really interesting character and he's adorable. I'm sorry. I know he's like a person, but he's adorable. And he's been alive for over 300 years. So he was there. He saw the destruction of magic. And what I gathered from the council talking was that Piltover, I think is the name of the town, was founded as a way to get away from the havoc that magic has caused in this world that we are seeing. And the Undercity, it does seem like the Undercity is just the outcasts, the misfits, the leftover people in society that aren't deemed important enough to exist in Piltover. So it's kind of like Piltover is the castle and like the aristocracy and like the rich people, and the Undercity is the poor people, the peasants, you know, everyone else that it isn't deemed good enough to exist in high society world. And so it's interesting because Jace's family, I mean, they build hammers or whatever, but they seem kind of like on the lower echelon of the tiers of the high society. But he, when he was a kid, saw magic used to heal his mother and save her. She lost the fingers to frostbite, but otherwise she lived because of a mage who decided to save her. And so his mind and heart doesn't condemn magic in the way that everyone around him sort of does, which is interesting. And I'm just curious as to where his character is going to go, because I actually really like his character. I like Professor Heimdinger's character. I think that's what his name is. I could be saying it wrong. I like Victor's character. I like, is her name Alora? Is it Pharos? Is it Madara? I like her. I wrote all of them down, and I just wrote the names down. So that does not help me, because my mind is not, I'm really bad with names. So I wrote the names down so I'd remember, but then connecting the names to the faces is like a little bit, anyway, that's beside the point. I've had coffee, you guys. I'm sorry, this is going to be rambling. But I'm really interested too, because they are scared of magic. The upper echelons of society people, right? Piltover people are scared of magic. But they're also, at least to us as a whole, being presented as the bad guys in this scenario, right? They're making sure that these people are down and they stay down and they know their place and they stay in this cycle of poverty and sort of hopelessness, right? And yet they're saying like, oh, magic could destroy everything. But it's like, could magic destroy everything that you've built and make you equal to everybody else, and that's why you're scared of it, and that's why you don't want it, and that's why you hate it? Or do you actually fear like that people are going to kill you? Or do you just fear that people will realize that the class system that you've put in place is arbitrary and unnecessary, and you'll get a taste of your own medicine? You know what I mean? Also, very much do not want these people to have magic and science combined. Like, very much do not want them to be in charge of that, because I 100% believe that they will use it in the wrong way and hurt people, you know? Whereas I feel like Vander and like Powder and them would not use it in a negative, harmful way. So like I would be okay with them having it. Like I'm okay with Powder having the bomb technology, right? So also I think Jayce and Victor are okay people. Like I don't know. But I also thought it was really interesting how Victor said he was just a poor, crippled guy from the Undercity when he came to Piltover, and nobody believed in him, so he had to believe in himself. And now he is the assistant, right, to the dean. But how did he get that position? Like, what did he do to get there? Like, I want to trust him because he saved Jayce in this episode, and it seems like interested. But is he interested for nefarious purposes, or is he interested for like good, wholesome, we're okay with it purposes, you know? Unclear. But I like I said, I like him and Jace, so I want him to be a good guy. So we'll see. I also like Caitlin. She seems really interesting. She seems different than her parents, right? She's like, you know, I'm different. I'm an outcast. I don't belong either. So I think that it's okay that like we still talk or whatever, because neither of us belong anymore. Also, I guess that little kid's name is Echo, right? Why did I think that his name was Little John? Did they say that in the first episode, or am I just like making shit up? I don't know. Also, his name is Benzo, not Bruno. Where the hell did I get Bruno? I don't know. He looked like a Bruno. I also wrote that I think that, which I think I said in the last episode, but I'm just going to reiterate it here just in case I didn't. I think that Powder's weapon is not going to be brute force, but it's going to be like trinkets and weapons, right? Because in the game with the shooting, she fucking nailed it. Like, she did so much better than Milo. Yet in a fight, Milo would 100% win. But I think that that's just because her power is not going to come from being a fighter. It's going to come from being like a thinker, you know? I think that she's kind of a little bit of an inventor herself, and that's where her weaponry is, her arsenal is going to come from. I loved the conversation between Vander and Vi, and how he talked about how nobody wins in war, because I think it's really true. We always get so wrapped up in like who's right and who's wrong in war, and I think that the truth of it is that on both sides, there's just people fighting for what they believe in. And it's hard to remember that there are victims on both sides of a war, and that there are innocent people and innocent lives being taken on both sides of a fight. And it's just unfortunate, yeah. And so I think that Vander is right to try to avoid that for as long as possible, because people think that that's going to be the answer, but it's not always the answer that you want. Like he said, you know, who are you willing to sacrifice to get what you want? Like Milo, Clagger, Powder. Like, you want this better world for Powder, but like, who and what are you willing to sacrifice to get there? And I think that her wanting a better world, her wanting equality is good. And I think that sometimes talking doesn't get there. And I do think sometimes it has to be more than that. Like, I think that war and a power struggle and things like that can be incredibly necessary in order to progress a society. But I think in this case, there's not an organized effort. It's just like people fighting an organized army. And that's probably not the smartest way. Like, they've already discovered that's just a way to get more people hurt. And I think that she really took that to heart. And that's why she did what she did at the end, which stresses me out. And I'm glad that Vander realized it, but I need to know if it was him walking into Benzo's, not Bruno's, or if it was Grayson. I need to know. Also, interestingly, that Marcus soldier guy said that he talked to an old friend of Vander's. So does that mean that what does that mean in regards to Vander and the guy with the eye and the scar? Like, what is their history? Because I'm really curious about that. Obviously, don't tell me, because I'm sure the show is going to tell me. But, like, that's a very interesting fact to me that I want to know. Also, Vander has, like, the little punchy things. And, like, I think we saw him use those in the flashback. And I don't think anybody wants to see him use those. I mean, I do. But I'm saying, like, I don't think the enforcers want to see him using those. You know what I mean? All right, I think that is all that I have to ramble about in this episode. There's probably more, but I will save you and stop talking now. As always, if you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. It really helps me out, and I think that you'll enjoy what I do here. Maybe. If you're liking it right now. Anyway, you can also watch the entire full-length reaction to this episode, as well as the first episode, over on Patreon, which will be linked in the description down below, as well as, if you want, and you're watching this on YouTube, then you can go over there and watch episode 3 right now on early access. Again, it's linked in the description down below if you're interested in that. You don't have to. It will come out on YouTube, so don't worry. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I already said, I will see you again next week for more Arcane. Until then, bye guys!